NASCAR 25, but Lightning McQueen mode is activated where we can jump whenever we need to pass the competition as we attempt to get Lightning McQueen a Daytona 500 victory here in NASCAR 25. I made my best rendition of the number 95 Rusty's race car. Unfortunately, well, they don't have number 95 in the game, and also, I don't have the Rusty's sponsorship, so we had to kind of make do with what we had here, but we got the number 85 and had to kind of throw my own kind of flames and decals on the car and get as close as I could to the iconic Lightning McQueen paint scheme here. Now, as our goal today is win the Daytona 500 and as well, jump over whatever we need to jump over. I'm sure we're going to have to jump over some accidents at some point in this race. There's going to be some points where you don't want to use the jump feature right here in the tri-oval or in the corners. Very dangerous actually to do that because it will send you sliding into a wall. So you got to be really careful and really methodical on where you use this jump feature, like right here. Down the back straightaway there, going up the inside. Thank you very much, gentlemen. A few positions right there gained as we'll head off into turn number 3 now, as it's a 50-lap race. So we've got plenty of time to kind of work our way forward here as we're to the back now of Denny Hamlin and Cole Custer in this number 41. Do any of these guys have anything to keep Lightning McQueen at bay now as we'll try to get to the back and to the inside now of the number 7 of Justin Haley and continue to kind of creep our way forward here on this third lane now to lap 5 at this point. Carson Hocevar to my inside and that number 77 for Spire Motorsports now, and there we go. We'll jump in between him and the number 6 of Brad Keselowski, and that'll get us into that middle lane here. We're kind of stuck here in the middle lane though. I mean, right now it's a bit of a gridlock, 3x3x3 racing right now, and eventually we would jump back up to the outside. Then don't mind if I do. I'll just kind of jump in front of the 20 of Christopher Bell, and we gain 1 spot out of it. Now it's all about these kind of small gains. When you have a bit of a gridlock like this, it's going to be very hard to get this Lightning McQueen car up front, but here's an opportunity. Oh, we're on top of the 48, but we get down to the bottom now in that big gap there as the 24 of William Byron would jump down in front of me, and they were 4 wide in front of us come lap 7 into turn number 3, and I wanted nothing to do with that, so I kind of backed down the throttle a little bit and say, you know what, you guys can have your bit of fun here now. I do not want to get myself wrecked here now on lap 8 at this point. Around goes the 19 of Chase Briscoe. Caution's gonna fly for the first time here in the Daytona 500, and everybody's gonna stay on the racetrack here. We're not gonna get tires or fuel. We'll get ready to go back racing. A very wild start now as we've got McQueen here in P14 as we get ready to take the green flag one more time. And here we go for the restart now, and well short of halfway in this race, and we've already got ourselves in the top half of this field here. A bit of damage on the right side. That's actually from the 19 spinning around and catching our door now as it's just 10 laps complete now, 40 laps still to go, and I feel like we are far from done when it comes to crashing in this Daytona 500. We're definitely going to be still having to avoid some accidents as this race continues on. Here comes some help from the number 23 of Bubba Wallace there just behind us now to the back of the 48 of Alex Bowman. Wanted to jump right there, but if I would have jumped, it would have really unsettled the car in the middle of the corner and we would have died, and we don't want to do that now as we would now jump up to the outside here. 3 wide against Alex Bowman, and Chase Elliott as well actually going to jump straight up in front of us now as Bowman going for a bit of a slide. He's all good now. We should be able to clear him. I'll make sure we clear him. Well, that was pretty pointless. Actually got nowhere on that one. I was hoping I had enough momentum. I would just jump down the racetrack. Didn't quite work out here now as we've got the 22 of Joey Logano in front of us, a 2015 Daytona 500 winner now, as the inside is wide open, so we can definitely jump down there if we want to here, but briefly staying in behind the 22 of Logano, and at this point I'm just jumping for fun, just seeing what the car is going to do and how it's going to react with everything around us. But now we actually got to make a move across 2 rows. We jump over the 24 and the 5 of Byron and Larson, and we had gotten ourselves now into the top 10 at this point here with Logano behind us giving us a big shove here as we continue to get closer and closer to the front of this field in this this Lightning McQueen paint scheme now on lap 16 of 50. Here comes the 60 of Ryan Preece behind his RFK Racing teammate of Chris Buescher. Ross Chastain's up here, Tyler Reddick as well, and if we can clear these guys right in front of us, we'll be into the top 5 and getting closer to taking the lead of this race. Now here we go, let's go for a jump again to the inside of the 45 of Tyler Reddick. Oh, he's been unsettled, he's going around, they're crashing in the background, and I'm paying attention to what's happening behind me. We're crashing in front of us there inside tank the 48, and I tried to jump over him, and I crash ourselves instead. Caution's out. Everybody this time is going to pit, and we would be all the way down in P27 by the time we got back out of the pit lane here, with now just over 30 laps to go. A very, well, self-induced chaotic moment right there. That was 100% my fault, unfortunately, but as we focus back in, we know, okay, well, we can go to the front once, we can absolutely do it again. We have still got over half this race to go, so I'm not all that worried now, as we were headed down the front straightaway at this point. Now coming 2:30 to go, and big shot from behind there from the 77. Nearly got myself spun around, actually, but we're all good here. And actually, caution behind us. We've had a crash behind us, it looks like, and caution's going to come out again. So very quick turnaround from green flag to yellow racing, and we would be back green just after working our way forward one more time. Now to the outside of Hocevar, here comes Daniel Suarez. I'm going to jump down in front of the 19, however, of Chase Briscoe. Lap 25 of 50. It'll be halfway next time by. I force my way into the middle right here, and I'm not too worried about our track position still at this point now until we get in those final 15 laps. That's when, of course, it's kind of like, okay, we got to focus in, and we got to clutch up a little bit now, and those kind of 15 final laps. So when we hit lap 35, it's really go time at that point here. Now is, yeah, I should not have done that. I jumped into the tri-oval and put this McQueen car into the outside wall, and now we were stuck on the outside here. Here comes Shane Van Gisbergen behind us now into 3 and 4 at this point. Very disorganized group of cars right here, so the momentum's really going to start shifting around now as we exit turn number 4, heading down the front straightaway. Caught the wall, and the 88 gets in my left rear. We've been turned around into the inside wall, jumping into the inside wall. Caution comes out. We would get back underway, and, well, yeah, very unfortunate kind of result there. I mean, that was kind of on me. I hit the wall and bounced off it, and Shane Van Gisbergen really had nowhere to go on that one. So yeah, I'm getting a little bit wild now. We jump on top of the 3, and it actually worked. It got me past him, and actually in front of the 19 of Briscoe and passing the 50, and we are just once again continuing to work our way forward. Still, we have not hit lap 35, so I'm not really that worried yet about where we're running as we continue on through 1 and 2. Okay, well, I just completely botched that one, and I caused that crash. Yep, that's all on me. I got really twitchy in the middle of the corner, and I just wrecked a 7-time NASCAR champion. So my apologies there to Jimmy Johnson and Christopher Bell, and the rest of the drivers cleaned out in that accident. Now as well, at this point we're on lap 34, it's coming to lap 35, so we've got to be a lot more intelligent behind the wheel of this McQueen vehicle at this point, and that's exactly what I would do. By the time it came to 15 laps to go, well, I'm up into the top 20, just running the middle lane now to the outside of Larson, inside of Riley Herbst, and as we would continue in this middle lane, continuing to go forward until I get dumped down through the tri-oval. Big crash down the front straightaway. Denny Hamlin completely dumped us, and now we are still jumping over cars, rolling down the front straightaway. Every time you hear that beep, that's me pressing the jump button as the caution comes out, and we're all going to stay out. That time, I mean, I just got turned around, so Denny Hamlin was just not laying off, and he restarts directly behind me. This Lightning McQueen car is absolutely destroyed, and we have 11 laps to go in this Daytona 500, and that certainly halted our progress, and we cannot afford any more accidents and mistakes. We have got to be smooth sailing from this point on if we're going to find ourselves in victory lane and bringing Lightning McQueen a Daytona 500 win. So now it's time to clutch up. I nearly just completely KO'd half the field, including myself right there, but as we come through to 10 laps to go, we've got problems in front of us. Another caution. We need to jump over top of this one. Oh my goodness, caution's out. Oh my goodness. goodness, the 38's going to send us up into the catch fence, basically. And thank goodness none of that results in issues for us. The caution was already out before we started tumbling. So a lot of crashes in this kind of final half of this Daytona 500 leaves us with just 7 laps of racing to go. And now we're P15 in Daytona, and we've got 7 laps to make up the track position. I think this is a very doable situation that we've got this McQueen car in. I think we can still win this race. And as we come through now to lap still 44 into turn number 3, you see Alex Bowman in the Ally Financial 48 all the way up on the outside wall there, third lane all on his own. He is starting to go in the wrong direction. I've got help from Ross Chastain, the Hail Melon driver, of course, from 2022 at Martinsville Speedway, as we continue behind the 23 of Bubba Wallace now. Don't mind if I do. I'm going to jump to the inside of him into turn number 1, and we have no yellow line rules in this challenge. We are going wherever we need to go to get Lightning McQueen to the victory lane here this weekend in this Daytona 500. Now as we continue going forward, we had broken into the top 5, now behind Kyle Busch, a little jump to catch him off guard to the inside of him, and now we're just got one car in front of us, and it's the 21 of Josh Berry. Momentum kind of dies and stalls out right there, so we drop back a few more spots back down to the 5th position as we went down this back straightaway. 5 to go in the stage, shove coming from behind from this 9. Do we go for it? A jump to the inside, 3 wide for the lead, to the lead of the Daytona 500 with 4 laps to go once we get back to the start-finish line. Now, can we hang on? Crashing behind, I believe that's Kyle Busch. That's gone around, and the caution is out again here from Daytona. This is going to force NASCAR overtime, and we will be leading as Lightning McQueen into NASCAR overtime. 2 laps of racing to determine a Daytona 500 champion now, as Josh Berry and the iconic Wood Brothers number 21 starts on my outside as the green flag is back out, and we are underway here for 2 laps to go from Daytona. We've got help from the 12 of Ryan Blaney. Berry's got the number 9 of Chase Elliott lined up behind him on the outside. We were dead even just about down the back straightaway with a lap and a half to go as we went into turn 3. I've still got Blaney with me, and now Chase Elliott's actually jumped up a lane, and that's going to allow the number 54 of Ty Gibbs to come through. Berry has cleared me on the exit of turn number 4. We need help, and we need it right now from Ryan Blaney, and I am already planning my last lap move. Who am I going to have to leap over to win this race now, as we're to the back of Ty Gibbs starting the final lap piece side by side with the 21 of Josh Berry into turn 1. We're 3 wide briefly with Zane Smith and Riley Herbst clearing the 21 of Berry. Not quite, he's still there at my right rear. We give a bit of room to the 54 so we can get a big draft with help from Ryan Blaney down this back straightaway. Do I go low, or do I catch them all off guard and jump to the outside? Big jump, and we slide across the nose of the 21. It could not have been any more perfect than that, and we've got help from Berry. We jump in front of him. He gives us the shove into turn 3. We're dead even with Ty Gibbs now. He can't quite get to my bumper on the exit of turn 4, but Gibbs has no help, and now here comes the 21. One last shot. Now Riley Herbst to the outside. It doesn't matter, we're going to leap across the line, and Lightning McQueen is a Daytona 500 champion. Unbelievable way to win this race. Can you believe it? I did not think we were going to be able to successfully pull that off after all the chaos that we were involved in. We managed to make it happen and win by just 0.03 of a second. Unbelievable. And that's going to do it for me. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.